Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you guys today with these beautiful earrings. I am going to be doing a DIY. I call these my balloon earrings, and the reason why I call them my balloon earrings is because if you look at the circle and the way that it's made, it's shaped like like a balloon. And what I pretty much did was I just made the shape using wire, memory wire, and then I just took and I added a bead down the bottom of it, and this is what you get. And it's really cute, y'all, and I made it in quite a few colors. I have been having quite a few people asking me if I sell my jewelry. Yes, I do sell my jewelry. I will put a link in the box down below, so if you want to purchase a pair of these, you can. So if you want to know how I made these earrings, my balloon earrings, please stay tuned. Here are the items that you will need to do this DIY. You will need your round nose pliers, your wire cutters. We're going to make a pair, so you're going to need some memory wire, thin memory wire, 4 bead caps, and I'm using 12mm silicone hot pink beads. Okay, now the very first thing you want to do is you want to get your wire, and I'm using 24 gauge wire. The smaller the gauge, the higher the number. The thicker the gauge, the lower the number. Okay, so this is 24 gauge wire that I'm using. And what I did was I just snipped off 2 pieces, but I'm going to snip off 1. And what I did, because I'm going to make a pair that is the size of these right here. So then I put both of mine together, and I cut, let's see here. I cut 3 inches off on both of them. So what we want to do next, the first thing we want to do, once we cut and measure it and get the length that we want, because you can make them any size you want. You can make them smaller than the size I just showed you. You can make them bigger, however you want. But the reason why I say the smaller the gauge, the bigger the number, is you want to use a gauge wire that is really small, because thin, because it makes it easier for you to be able to bend it. So the very first thing we want to do is we're going to make a loop, and see, it's real easy to bend it when it's fine than it is when it's thick. The next thing we want to do after we make that loop, we want to come around and we want to turn it to this way. The first loop we want to bring over. The second loop we want to bring towards us. So this is what you should have. The next thing you want to do after you do that is you just want to, that's what you want right there, see? That's what you want. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that the first loop you did is really down on the wire, okay? Make sure it's on, laying completely on the wire. The next thing you want to do is you want to take the part that look like a hook, and you want to bring it around, and this is what you should have. Then you want to take your flat nose pliers and squeeze it. To keep it in place. Okay, it's not going anywhere. Now sometimes when you make these, it might look like, it may be a little lopsided. So what we need to do is we just need to come up and just pinch it bring it over just a tad bit to put it in the center. See what I just did? I want to bring it over a little bit more. Put it in the center. Okay? So this, let me put it there so you can see it, is what you should have. And it looks just like a balloon. The very next thing we want to do is we want to take one of our head pins. This is a head pin, and they call it a head pin because up at the top it look like a head on top. So we want to take one of our head pins, and we want to take one of our bead caps and put our bead cap on our head pin, then our bead, and then we're going to take our very last bead cap and put it on top of that. Okay, that's what you should have. Now we want to take our round nose pliers, make our loop just like that. Hope you guys can see that. And then what I do is I just come up and I just pinch it just a tad bit to give it a little indentation. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect this onto this. Take this piece, take that and push it right on through. And these are really easy to make, simple. Okay, you take it around again. Okay, then you straighten it up a little bit because you do want it to be straight. And then this is what you should have. That is too cute. Now the very next thing we want to do is we want to take our wire cutters and we want to just come up and snip this off, and then take our flat nose pliers and come up and just squeeze that in. And then the very last thing we need to do is add our fish hook, and we're done. Okay, here we go. So we take our fish hook. It doesn't really matter which way you do it, which way you put it on there. And then you just squeeze it. And there you have it. Now the thing about the fish hook, it is going to move around, but it's still going to be in place. And if you stay tuned, I'll let you see how it looks on Rebecca. I thank you guys for tuning into my channel today. I thank all my new and old subbies. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the button up on the side so that you can get notifications on when I will be uploading more videos. You guys have a wonderful day, and please do me a favor if you can share this video, because someone may I make a lot of videos and I really want people to be able to see what I do and what I make, and it may help somebody. Somebody might be just starting to make jewelry, and really may help someone build up and become really good at making jewelry. I enjoy it, y'all. So y'all have a wonderful day. Peace and blessings. Bye, y'all.